Hi. First, I have a couple questions for you guys. Well, how many people here actually draw? And how many here consider yourself as an artist? But the most important question is, how many of you guys actually earn from art? Well, do you know that the chances of an artist succeeding in India is as low as 4%? And in America, out of 100 art school graduates, only 10 make a good living out of it. Pretty shocking, right? Well, you might wonder why. Let me tell you a story. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Pablo Picasso is. If not, he's a very famous Spanish artist known for his unique style of cubism and his expressive portraits. It happened when he was at the peak of his career. He was in a cafe and a random lady approached him asking if he was actually Picasso. And he said, "Yes, I am." Almost immediately, that lady grabbed a pen and a paper, handed it over to Picasso and asked him to do something for her, which he didn't refuse. He did. And he finished it in about 5 to 10 minutes, but before handing it to the lady, he said that would be $50,000. Now, she was greatly taken aback, and she asked him, "How could you price it like this? I mean, it only took him 5 minutes, right?" "Well," he said, he was calmly replied saying, "Behind this 5-minute artwork lies 50 years of practice." Now, you might be wondering why I'm talking about Picasso and artists. Well, I'm an artist myself, and I've been doing it for so many years. And now I'm here to make all of you guys aware of the major problem artists face, that is, artists failing. Now, why do we actually fail? Well, people like that lady are the main reasons why artists fail. Still pretty sure, you're wondering why artists fail, right? Artists giving out artworks for free, or people expecting that we will give out artworks for free, is the main reason why we are failing. And what people don't seem to understand is that when they say they would pay them an exposure or experience, it automatically means that the art is not worth the money they're paying. Now, why am I actually talking about this? Well, this story goes a couple years back, just when the lockdown was enforced in Chennai. And on a random day, I told my dad, "Dad, I want to do a degree in art." And he looked at me dead serious in my eyes and he said, "Look, Jiya, I see a lot of artists while going to my office who create extraordinary art with nothing but blocks of coal. But in the end, they're on the streets without any money, and I don't want you to end up like that." Well, I was really broken at that time. But then I slowly started thinking, why do artists actually fail? And during the lockdown period, I didn't understand it, but I only got that idea when I started going back to school. At first, my friends approached me to do the diagrams or draw something for them. But I used to do it, okay? I used to do it for them, saying, okay, I'm thinking, I'm putting my talent to good use. But then slowly I started to realize that this was one of the main reasons why artists actually fail. Even though they're friends, in the business, it's very hard to, in this art business, it's very, very, very hard to make real good money in order to make ends meet. And another thing that most artists, especially teen artists, face is that people scolding us for doing too much art and not focusing on our studies. Every time I go to my grandparents' house, they say, "Jiya, you're drawing too much. You need to spend more time on your studies." And I understand, but still we cannot set it aside. What people assume about artists is that they need to work from a very young age, they need to build their career. But that's not entirely true. Let's take my favorite YouTuber, Demi Donzo, for example. So she's a mechanical engineer and an artist until last year. Last year, she quit her job as a mechanical engineer and became a full-time artist. But there are a lot of people, who built their career from a very young age and are now very successful, like Ray Dizzle on YouTube. When she started university, she started majoring in business, but eventually she dropped out of it only to enroll in fine arts. And today, she's a very independent artist, and by the time she graduated, she was free of a student loan and she paid it off with the money that she earned as an artist. And I'm here today to make a change in the lives of artists, to let people know how difficult it is as an artist, because if we give out artworks for free, it's going to be a complete loss for us, because art supplies are very, very, very expensive. They're like the price of fuel, okay? So they're always going up and they're never ever decreasing. And it would be unfair for me, who put my time and effort into that piece of art, and my parents who pay for those outrageously expensive art supplies. So one thing I want all of you guys to know is that each and every artwork of mine personally, they take around 6 to over 30 hours to complete. Yes, that's how long it takes, and it takes a lot of energy, lot of procrastination, and a lot of giving up. And I stepped on here to bring light to this major problem and to change the lives of artists. And I want you guys to do there's little things that you guys can do in order to change the lives of artists. First of all, please, please, please do not expect them to give their artwork for free, because of course it demotivates them first of all, and if they're planning to build a career on it, they're definitely not going to be able to do it really well. And as friends and parents and family, you can support them in both materialistic and in a mental support way, because if you can offer them money for their artwork, but even if you cannot do that, you can mentally push them, saying you cannot give up midway, you cannot do this, you have to, this is what you like, you cannot give up, because that's what my friends did, and it helped me a lot. And I want to end the speech with a special thanks to my parents and my family for their unconditional love and support, and a very special thanks to my friends. Thank you.